Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever in the world you are. Happy Valentine's Day, people. It's the Arsenal 101 live watch along for Leeds United versus Arsenal. And Nyomis, I'm pleased to say I believe I can hear you this time. How you doing,
Ye-
buddy?
I'm doing very well. I've been looking forward to this game, mainly because Leeds have been that side this season. Well, for me, that I pointed out that I thought would play really, really well, and for the most part, they have. And I know this is going to be an entertaining game. I just hope it's not at Arsenal's expense. Overall, I really do, because we can't underestimate them. But I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay, so we got a few minutes before kickoff, but this is a very, very interesting lineup that we've got ahead of us.
Hmm.
Most notably, we've dropped Rob Holding.
Surprise to see
Very
that.
surprised.
Very
That's got to be
surprised.
the biggest shock. Well, two major shocks. Rob Holding not being played. So Gabriel and Luis coming in, the all
Hmm.
Brazilian centre back pairing.
Yep.
And then up front, we've dropped Pepe and Lacazette to play
Yep.
Smith Rowe and Martin Odegaard for his first start.
Yep. I completely agree. I don't know what the formation's going to be. It can't be a 4-2-3-1 that we've normally been playing. They're about to show it on Sky Sports just now. I'd be shocked to see it's actually like that. But if this is something new, something that Arteta had in his back pocket, then I'm looking forward to it. But if it's just a matter of playing Smith Rowe on the left and Odegaard behind Aubameyang, yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to work that well, to be honest.
Yeah. Annabelle, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you in.
In the bill.
Teams are out on the pitch, just going through the pleasantries. I guess as normal, Yomis, you'll be probably a little bit ahead of me. Um, but
Hello,
yeah,
Cool K.
I'm really interested to see how this is going to form um, as well. I mean, I like the idea that Odegaard and Smith Rowe are playing together because they're
I
both
agree.
progressive players.
Yep.
But I'm just a little bit wary of the fact that maybe we've gambled a little bit on offensive capabilities by not having Pepe
Yep.
because he was running into a good deal of form. Um, Nice to see Aubameyang being played at the point. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting.
I mean, Arteta must have one eye on the Europa League. That's the only thing that I could think of. Um, it's because I think I'm pretty sure we got Benfica on Thursday.
That's correct. In Rome.
Um, yeah, so it's one of those where maybe he's looking to get Odegaard first team minutes, like to play a full 90 minutes, and that's why he's making the change. Because I guess Rob Holding will come back for Benfica.
Yeah.
And same thing with Lacazette and probably Pepe. And it's just a matter of getting Odegaard and probably Aubameyang getting to play
Mm.
90 minutes as well,
Yeah.
since he hasn't played for a while. But I'm
That's a
not going
good
to judge
shout.
it as of yet. But it's different. So
Yeah.
let's just see how we do.
Yeah. That's definitely true about giving Aubameyang some minutes and Odegaard some minutes.
Hmm.
Nice to see you, 18. Yeah,
Yep.
we're
What's
also
up,
going to be
18?
interested to see how Aubameyang holds up because I think most of us agree that Lacazette is the better point man.
Yes, that's true. More all-rounded.
But this is going to be interesting. What has
I mean,
Ceballos done?
uh,
Good question, Andy Roach. How you doing, my brother? Ceballos is basically one of those players who can play the ball forward more often than Mohamed El Neni. Obviously,
yeah.
Thomas Partey is out with an injury, which we're sorry to hear about. Hope he gets back soon. But when you're given a choice of El Neni or Ceballos, I would choose Ceballos every day.
I agree. I agree. But um, yeah, it's just it's going to be interesting. I think the first 5 minutes should say something, and I mean we've literally just kicked off right now. I don't know where you are
Okay.
in the game, but you just have to hope. It looks like Odegaard's playing out wide,
Okay.
uh, and Smith Rowe is in his favorite 10 position.
Yeah. So I'm also just kicked off. So looks like I'm probably about 30 seconds behind you. There or thereabouts.
Okay. D Dub says, our only downfall is seeing Bellerin start. I'm not happy seeing Jack and Louise. True, against Leeds, who, as much as I rate, always seems to just walk back in. Arteta seems weak. Uh, I think Arteta has favourites, if I have to be really honest. I don't know what it is. Um, there were talks about like he's almost favouring Spanish players or Spanish speaking players, which I think is kind of funny because this starting 11 has uh, quite a lot of either Spanish speaking or Portuguese speaking players, and I believe he also speaks Portuguese. But
Oh, that's a great start to the game. We've already seen Arsenal putting the ball into various dangerous areas in the box in the very starting minute of the game. Sorry to interrupt you, Nomis.
no,
I
no
just
worries.
love to see that passing that we've just seen. Um, Odegaard put into place good block on his initial shot. Then Cedric comes in and skies his effort. But the initial break into the box and the cross from Saka, just shows our intent starting the game very quickly. That's exactly what we want to see. Hi pro lover, good to see you in the chat,
April
fella.
Lover. That's it. Paulo says we certainly overloaded the midfield. Let's see how Arteta's game plan goes. Good to see Odegaard in the 11, although Pepe didn't deserve to be dropped. Completely valid.
Yeah,
Completely valid.
yeah,
Only thing you could say is if this is actually this the way how he's changed things is because of Benfica, then it just says that Pepe is going to be playing in that game, which I think he deserves to play.
yeah. Look, he's on the bench, so we know that chances are if we need him as an option, he will come on. But if he can get some extra minutes rest in his legs in preparation for Benfica, then I'm not going to be too disappointed with that.
Okay.
Similarly for Rob Holding and similarly for Alex Lacazette.
Well, one thing I'm noticing about the game so far is that there's lots of movement from that front four. You've got Aubameyang going to the wing and Saka playing up front, and then Smith Rowe going wide right with Odegaard at the 10. So I mean, there's lots of flexibility going on right now, and I like that.
Yeah. So once again, we're in the box with Aubameyang, sets it up nicely for Bellerin, who again skies it. So we've had two really nice, what I would call assists into dangerous areas in the box, but the shot by both wing backs have been hugely disappointing. But the fact is, we're creating great chances, and as you said, Neomis, the interplay looks really good at this early stage of the game. There's good movement and fluidity about it.
And then Apollo says, was it? We got two press resistant players that bring up our technical 11. Completely agree. Aubameyang up top could be a smart move to give and leave space in behind with their high line and high press. Uh, that's actually a very valid point because normally in the first half with Leeds, they're high energy pressing. But it's normally in the second half that they kind of tail off because they just don't have the energy. So maybe that's something we're also keeping in line for as well. But yeah,
Very
no,
much
great point,
so.
Apollo.
Yeah. Um, just noticed that David Luiz got caught a foul on Patrick Bamford on the halfway line. Why is he so high up? Is my question. Um, you know, you kind of feel like your centre backs never need to be defending that far up the pitch when there are other players who that's their job. If he's that high up the pitch, that must mean plenty of room behind him for somebody
Yep.
else. And this is exactly what went wrong against Aston Villa. He got caught high up the pitch when he shouldn't have been, and they scored.
Oh, one one thing I'll say is, as long as he's not in the box doing that, like for me, the, David Luiz, like he's good with the young players in terms of being a leader, but so many questionable decisions.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's
Ebony.
up, people? What's up, peeps?
Hi, Ebony.
Doing good,
What's up,
doing good.
people? What's this?
Look,
I feel empty without everybody.
18's very happy now. The dream team are back. Ebony and
dude.
18.
Yeah,
But I think Andy's in the house, so
energy merch, you know.
there
All
it
right,
is.
so in the first couple of minutes, I see Bellerin try to score from outside the box.
Yeah, good
Yeah, he should have done a
opportunity
bit.
to get a
Yeah,
get a good effort on, but got it completely wrong.
Yeah.
Before that, in the first minute, Cedric had almost the identical situation, which was actually in the box, and he did the same. He skied his effort way wide.
Mm.
So,
I take it.
but you
I
know
take
what?
it. Yeah. So go
Yeah,
on.
I'll take that. I'll take that. You know, look, you got to keep knocking on the door. You got to keep, you know, taking a chance, and that's what we're doing. You know, we know that Bellerin has the capability to score a good goal, and we know that Cedric has the capability to score a good goal. So if we set them up as our wing backs and they're getting into the forward part of the pitch, I'll take that every game.
I take it. Tierney's not playing. Tierney's not playing.
Oh, he's out for ages.
no,
We
yeah,
won't see Tierney for a good couple of weeks. Same
yeah,
with Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is out for weeks as well.
yeah. It's just a shame. I'm hearing that maybe Tierney might be back for the second leg of Benfica, but that's a
Okay.
maybe.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah,
I don't know if Sporty Jordan, are you in the house? If Sporty Jordan's there, I've seen he's sent me a message, says he does like the look of this team. And so far, it looks pretty good. Transitions are looking more urgent. I'm happy to see that. Playing with speed, moving the ball with pace.
What they're doing right now. They lost the ball momentarily, but then they regained it back.
So again, Arsenal look like we're also got a very decent press.
He's not somebody you're injured. Aubameyang.
nah,
There's
nah.
Aubameyang on the left.
He's playing central point, but we've noticed already that all the front four are moving around.
It's nice to
Yeah,
see Odegaard playing.
Yeah.
yeah.
How's he been in the first 5 minutes, in your opinion?
He laid on the effort for Cedric in the first minute.
Okay.
He looks nothing. Here he is. I see him on the ball now. He's playing the easy ball, not doing anything too complicated.
So we have a free kick.
Looks like Saka's taking it.
Yeah.
So I'm currently on 8 minutes 40. So you think you're about 30 seconds ahead, is it?
Nah, but I'm at 9:30 now.
Okay,
I'm at 10.
you're at 10
Oh wow.
already.
Mm. Sky, innit?
Just go-
Ebony with
Apollo
the
said.
super.
It's all about Sky Live. You see, you know I'm ahead of you
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I only watch the Sky stuff. When the program, the package that I've got is when I'm able to watch Sky stuff on Sky. Otherwise, it's like Sky Sports is off.
okay. Um,
Good cross from Saka into a dangerous area. Defended well by Leeds, though.
They get Pepe's out.
Pepe's on the bench. We were talking about this earlier, Ebony. Kind of
Mm.
feeling that Pepe, Lacazette, and Rob Holding might be getting a rest.
That's not a very good win rate, Gregory.
Yeah,
That's
they should.
unreal. I just saw the Cedric attempt to go down the wing and he runs the ball into touch. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. That's like schoolboy. His touch was woeful. How did you guys not tell me about that terrible run by Cedric?
Because it went by so quick.
It was awful, man.
I know, but
What was he doing?
who's in goal for us? Is it Ryan?
Leno.
No,
Okay.
Leno's back.
He only had a
Yeah, let's
one
just hope he doesn't make that same stupid mistake.
What happened?
Was
Yeah,
it?
he's talking through it.
There was a cross comes in by Luke Ayling. Bamford gets a head on it, but it goes direct towards Leno. But the fact that he was able to get in front of Gabriel so easy, yeah, I can't believe I'm saying that. We got to watch out for Patrick Bamford.
Yeah.
He's improved. He's improved so much this season.
Yeah.
He'll get sold soon.
I don't still see him as an elite striker, but
No, neither do I.
But the thing is, he he's getting his goals. He's getting his goals. I mean, look, I remember the likes of Sean Gota being somewhat of a goal getter, despite not being prolific. And of course, there was Peter Crouch, who could get you goals out, anywhere. But that's the thing you got to remember with these strikers.
Aubameyang.
No. Well,
Talk to me. Talk to me, guys.
Let's just watch the replay again.
No, I'm not even there yet. Tony, I'm not there yet.
Ebony's so far ahead.
I'm at 13:03 now.
Xhaka with a through ball to Aubameyang. Oh, brilliant. Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful.
Xhaka. Aubameyang runs down the left. He cuts in. Passes 1, 2, 3. And the goalkeeper.
Well, Oba's mum must be healthy because that's the best I've seen Aubameyang in weeks. And that was near post. That wasn't even far post. That was brilliant.
That could have gone either way, but
they're showing the replay now.
Sporty, Jordan, good to see you. Hey, Victor, in the house. That's a nice interplay.
On this.
That's a nice
well done.
interplay.
That's a nice, neat tucked-in goal.
That's beautiful.
By Aubameyang.
That is beautiful football all the way. Every book was every pass was beautiful.
And the assist by Xhaka was actually quite nice as well. And I don't say very many things that are nice about Xhaka.
Sorry, could you say that just one more time, Ebony, for the record?
I told you already. When Xhaka needs, Bertram says, well taken goal.
Yeah.
When Xhaka does good, I will say so, but I still want him out the club.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Ebony, I agree with you, but I'm actually warming to Xhaka in the belief that I still think there are other players that we need to address other than Xhaka. I'm happy for him to be at the club so long as we get the other players that we need. I have him as a squad player. I mean, the thing you've got to remember is when Thomas Partey's back playing, who do you play with Thomas Partey? Do you play Xhaka or do you play El Neni, for instance? Because don't forget, Ceballos is not our player.
Yeah.
Ceballos is gone now, is he? Or he's going?
Yeah, he's going back.
He should be going at the end of this season. But there's a belief. Did you read this, Neomis? Apparently, there's a deal being structured to possibly keep Ceballos.
No, I did not hear that. I just heard that they put in. It said that Ceballos' price tag is 30 mil. 30 million euros, and it's just depending on whatever clubs that wants him. But
yeah,
I don't think Arsenal should spend that kind of money to buy him. Like we've got Ceballos for me hasn't shown that he's good enough to whereby we can spend that kind of money on him.
Yeah, I
You know,
agree
if
with you. But the problem is, who do you then bring in to support that midfield unit? You know, a guy like Ceballos, who's been there, done it. You know, he's won trophies with the club. He understands the culture. He's had the tutelage of Arteta. You know, would they just say, you know what, better the devil you know? The alternate is Willock.
well, yes, that's why I think that we should promote someone either from our academy or play Willock more.
He went for the
Because
ball. He wasn't going for his legs. Sorry.
was that the Xhaka foul
Yeah.
on Dallas?
On Dallas, yeah, he was actually going for the ball as
Yeah,
opposed to his legs.
yeah. Oh, and he gets the ball as well.
He gets the ball, but then the referee's like, free kick. Free kick for what? So what? You can't tackle. Is that not the bread and butter of the game, ref?
Exactly.
I'm liking the
DW,
interplay currently. It's looking good. I mean, I know I'm a minute and a half behind some of you, but I'm still liking what I'm seeing by way of general play. Arsenal's
no,
passing looks really fast. It looks crisp.
I completely agree, because what it means is that like Aubameyang's dropping to the wings, and obviously with Saka as well, and then either Smith Rowe or Odegaard is then coming up front, and it's just that movement is what's making us like play well, and I'm really liking it. Arteta seems to have found another way for us to play. Got to give him his
Yeah.
credit. Let-
Thanks,
I
Pro
should-
Lover, for letting me know my mic is low. I'll see what I can do to try and improve that. And what I want to just also mention is that, do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the continuation of the Wolves' first half. Oh, jeez, beautiful. Some
Well, close him
beautiful
down,
football
man.
going on.
Ball watching.
I
Nope.
mean, this is the portion of the game that you expected Leeds to have a lot of potential
Possession.
possession, a lot of really strong pressing, but we're playing really well at this stage of the game.
Yeah,
I do like the passing movement that we've been playing with recent.
Yeah,
But then Leeds are that funny team whereby they can catch you.
but they're having to work really hard to get the ball back, and that bodes well. You know, if you're having to do that work to get the ball back, then essentially you're going to be worn out. And as Niovis mentioned earlier, they're a team that fades towards the end of the game. So you know what? The fact is, we've got a 1-0 lead, and we're still pressing the affair so that, you know, look, we get a second goal. This game
yeah,
is really difficult for Leeds to come back from.
completely agree. If we
Oh,
do
come
that before
on.
half time, going 2-0, that puts them in a tough situation.
That was a great
Yeah.
tackle.
And as sorry,
Interception
Apollo,
even.
I was just about to read out your comment there. We're out pressing a pressing team. That's the key right there. Completely right. Arteta is beating them at their own game.
Oh, nice one, Saka. Cross it. Oh, come on, cross it, boy. Oh, for goodness sake, man.
I'm waiting to get to that bit.
It's like he's running down the flanks, and it's like he's got the ball, but then like at that point where he's got the chance to cross it, and
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
decisions.
Yeah, he should just cross that in straight away.
I don't know. You guys didn't mention the foul on Aubameyang that wasn't called.
Because he only clipped his foot. And no, it wasn't like it was like he clipped his shoe.
Guys in the chat, was that a proper foul on Aubameyang? I mean, how do you miss that? That looks a clear foul to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Sporting
one of those.
Locals
It
in
was one of
agreement with
those. It
me.
was one of those. Miss it and blink your eyes and miss it fouls. But a foul is a foul.
That was pure brilliance from Aubameyang.
And he headers it out of play. So would you? So I take it you guys wouldn't take Bamford.
No,
I wouldn't know. So my
no.
feeling on Bamford is he's not an elite striker. I think he's one
Yeah.
of like, Peter Crouch, Sean Golter. They're gonna score you goals, but they're not an elite striker.
That they're not Messi or
Exactly.
striker version of Messi or striker version of Ronaldo
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
your Firminios and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. But he'd make a good squad player.
He would. He would.
Yeah.
But I think you can get better for your money. I think if we're looking around for a striker this summer, I wouldn't go far amiss with looking at Danny Ings. Oh, look, there you go. Look, Apollo's put it up straight away.
I take Ings over anyone. That goal came from good, quick,
I
inclusive
agree. Ings
play.
for me is the guy that I'd be looking at this summer because he clearly has the ability to bring players into the game. He's got good physicality. His goal return has been good in the seasons he's been at Southampton.
What are you
Obviously,
trying
not
to
so good at
do,
Liverpool.
Ceballos? You're trying to do some trickery and it didn't quite come over. Why are you helping him?
I haven't even seen that bit, but I
Hey,
think this is
Nye,
where
how
it
you
is.
doing?
Okay,
Oh,
it's
now I
good
see it.
game.
Oh,
It's like he's wrong with the ball, but then he goes to when you're running and then you do that thing that you back heel it, but
yeah,
it
flick it
doesn't
back.
quite. What is it with you? What is it with these players and fouling Saka? It's because he's
Because
too
they
comfortable.
yeah, no, but they know he's a threat. They're
Yeah,
just gonna keep applying pressure to him, hope
yeah,
that he does something stupid by fouling him.
yeah.
They've
One,
got about 2 or 3 guys on him.
Yeah, because he's too much for them. Him and Smith Rowe.
Paulo says Aubameyang is much better as a centre forward in this formation. Doesn't need link up play with the number 10 behind him. I mean, the thing is, even though he's starting off in the centre forward position, like the goal came from him on the left wing coming in. So,
Andy Roach, I got a question for you. What other player would you play with Thomas Partey instead of Xhaka? Tell me.
are you talking at this club?
Yeah, right now. Andy
I
Roach has
think
put in
I think El
anybody
Neni
but...
looks good next to Partey.
He's
Or
too
doesn't
much backwards, sideways.
but recently he's been backwards sideways, but I think he plays more forward when he's got someone like Partey alongside him.
I've just seen the Ceballos back heel. That was a bit of a mess.
God, you're well behind. What I'm on 24:54.
I'm on 22:48. I'm 2 minutes behind you. That's outrageous. I
Oh
need
my
to fix
god!
up.
Doing? Oh, okay. Leno's alive.
I'm actually going to restart my feed.
Smith Rowe's getting fouled quite a lot as well. Oh, decent save by Leno.
Yeah. What? Why are you passing it back to the? Louise. He could have actually at least. Anyway, let me keep quiet.
So Apollo says they're targeting Saka with rotational fouling. It looks like another referee who hates us. 3 fouls and a yellow not given. I'm counting.
Yeah.
So what
There's a
minute are you
vendetta
guys
against
on?
Arsenal. I'm on 26:05.
Jesus.
I'm on 25:45.
I'm actually quite looking a good look of Odegaard.
Yeah, he's been playing decent. Like, uh, the thing is with me, like with players, attacking players, I need to see assists. I need to see goals. Um, and I mean, he's been having good build up play. I mean, that wasn't a good pass there that he just made. Well, I think he
No,
tried to through ball it to Aubameyang. But while he's here at Arsenal, I mean, he's probably going to play most games, even if he doesn't start. I expect to see a couple goals, couple assists by the end of the season, including the Europa League.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
You know, like if he doesn't do that, then he'll just be a Danny Ceballos. Like, plays well, tracks back, works hard, but in terms of production, like in that final third of the pitch, like you got to produce.
ooh, too high, Aubameyang, too high. That was a good build-up play, but too high.
Xhaka is great with these fouls. Xhaka knew he was going to lose the ball and basically just sat on the ball and hugged it. Why is David Luiz so forward like that? What?
Yeah.
What?
So he passes it to Aubameyang, and it deflects off of Harris.
What the hell is David Luiz
I
in
know
that?
he's too far forward. He shouldn't be that far forward.
Did I not say that at the start of the game? Remember, Nyomis? When I said,
Yes.
why is he playing all that way up the pitch as a centre back? Deal
Like
with
the,
what you need to do with and leave the rest to the other players.
He's a defender. He should actually concentrate on defending.
Concentrate on defending. We have other players for those jobs.
it's a poor corner by Saka.
But again, it's a great opportunity created.
There's a fellow behind us.
Great play by Luis. Shut it, you lot. Nah, man, he should be defending.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, look, you just kind of worry. If it was some other defender like Virgil van Dijk, we'd be praising him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But the honest truth is, we kind of know what David Luiz is about, and it
Very
just gives
random.
us too much of a scare. We're not ready for that.
Oh my god, great pressing from Aubameyang. Oba wants it today. I'm telling you, I could smell hat trick.
Who? For who?
Aubameyang. He wants it today. His pressing has been crazy. Like, he literally just ran down the goalkeeper. David Luiz is like that Mexican goalkeeper
Woo!
from yesterday. Want to get involved where they are not required. Hold on. How's what? How did the goalkeeper get in the game? Are you trying to tell me that the goalkeeper went in for a cross? I gotta find that.
Oh dear.
Oh, let's get some light going on it. There we go.
Please pass it to Gabriel.
So, as I was saying earlier, this game so far in the first half, with half an hour gone, reminds me of Wolves. We're 1-0 up. We're playing really well. We haven't so far looked to have, left anything open back door. So it's just one of them about concentrating, ensuring that we continue not to give any opportunities to Leeds. It would be nice to get a second before the half ends. But, the most important thing is not to concede.
Louise, just pass it. Thank you. And you kick it out of play. Well done. Too much for Aubameyang to get on the end of it.
Aubameyang's been really good so far. I mean, I think like Tony, if we could get in at half time on this 1-0 or score another one, I think we'll quite easily win this. And I thought this was going to be an entertaining game.
I thought this was going to be a troublesome game very much. I put this down as a hopeful 1-1. I know people are pushed for Leeds.
Really? I went for an Arsenal win. I went with 3-2. I thought we were going to get goals all over the place.
I'm going for an Arsenal win.
You always go for an Arsenal win, Ebony.
But then I'm optimistic. I like to be optimistic.
I love that optimism. What's up, Greg G?
Oh, that was nice from Louise. Leno, hurry up and just kick the ball out, please. Thank you.
Yeah, Pepe's on the bench, guys.
Yep.
As mentioned, with the selection that he's made, it looks like he's given what looks like good rest for Lacazette, Pepe, and Rob Holding, because they would, for me, have been natural starters for this game. But I'm not too displeased by what I've seen so far. And, I can only say that this bodes well for the future.
That is a foul. That is a foul.
Who's it on, Ebony?
Saka. It was in the box as well, but is it a penalty? Nah, it's not a pen.
Let's see, where is this?
The number 2.
Oh, that's right. Great link-up play with Smith Rowe and Saka. Oh, no. That's a foul, and that should be a penalty.
That should be, but the referee won't give it.
No, he's pointing to the spot. He's pointing to the spot. Yeah. He just said he pointed to the spot. It's a foul in the box. Great link-up play with Smith Rowe and Odegaard and Saka.
Okay, Aubameyang's going to take it.
Yeah, it's a foul.
Ebony, tell us what's happening.
All right, so Aubameyang has got the ball in his hand. Oh, now it's going to go to VAR.
What? It's a foul. It's clear. It's a clear foul.
It's going to VAR. You can see the referee running to the screen now, and
it is contact.
And Saka is going to have to pull. You ought to see Saka's face.
It looks a clear foul to me.
It's a clear foul.
I'm sure the referee was right.
He just runs and clatters him over.
Yeah. Saka has the ball and he takes him out.
Tell us, Ebony, what you thought.
Right, so we're still on VAR. The referee's still analysing.
Is the referee or is it the box? The people in the booth.
What is there to analyse? He takes one foot. He takes a foot into the box.
So he's saying no penalty.
What?
He's saying no penalty. Hold on a second. He's saying no penalty.
What?
I know. He's saying no penalty. He's like, nope. So he's gone.
Oh, you know what? That is bullshit. Nah, get out of here.
Yes. It is bullshit. But if that was Leeds now, if that was the other way around, watch it again.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That is ridiculous. He takes his foot is in the box, like clear in stride in the box.
Yeah.
And then he gets taken out.
Yeah. It's bullshit. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's
This is the BS that makes Arsenal fans livid. because we've seen this week in and week out where decisions go against us. You know, we see what happened with David Luiz. He barely touches the man and he gets a red card, yet we get this kind of BS.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Referee's a joker.
This is unbelievable.
And if it's a clip like Luiz, a red card and a penalty. If that was the other way around.
I don't see it, Apollo. I don't see it. The guy runs through him.
I can't wait for half time.
And BS that makes you livid.
Absolute nonsense.
Good interception.
Stop with the backwards, man. Just go forward.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Absolutely BS, Sporty Jordan. I'm sorry.
It is. It's total BS, but clear penalty.
So once again, I'm just going to reiterate it. You know, things like that sometimes can affect you in a game. Let's just hope this doesn't have a bad effect on Arsenal, and we can continue. And you know, right now we should be 2-0 up. So let's hope we can get back into the groove and go and get this second goal before half time that I think we deserved on the way we played.
That's a foul on Odegaard.
Sporty Jordan says the ref thinks Saka dived.
Possibly.
That's
but you can see it's a clear foul.
Because otherwise that's a clear foul, Naomi. That must be the only thing the referee thinks. Which when you think about it, if he thinks Saka dives, he should yellow card him.
Exactly.
That's how rubbish this is.
That is way worse.
It's clear that Saka did not dive. It's clear. You can see Saka running with the ball. He's got like two players around him. One of them clips him. Yeah. It's just so obvious.
Absolutely right. Absolutely, Victor. You got that bang on right.
It was worse than David Luiz. David Luiz clipped the guy. This was full blown like body contact.
Ran into him. There's no way he doesn't fall over if the guy doesn't run straight into the side of him.
The only debate is whether it's in the box or not. But he's got half of his body. Like the only part that's outside is his left leg. Because he's in stride.
Nemes looks ready to cuss bad.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for the fact that I was on this, I'd start effing and jeffing all over this room.
Mm.
And you know me already because I'm ready to cuss bad as well.
What's that?
What's this? Is this a penalty now?
No.
What's happened?
Right, so the goalkeeper's got the ball.
What's going on, Ebony?
Right, so the referee, their goalkeeper's got the ball. Saka's come in. He's kicked the ball, and so Saka's tripped over.
Penalty.
So
we should have had two penalties.
So the goalkeeper is at fault for this one.
So now we have got another penalty. We have got a penalty now.
So it looks like it's a penalty. Yeah, we have a penalty now. Also, the goalkeeper. We should have done that like 3 minutes ago. Because it was clear that was a clear penalty. Some of these referees, man, there's no consistency. This is why 3 years ago there were no Premier League referees in the World Cup because they're shit.
Ebony, we should have had two penalties.
Exactly. This should be our second penalty. This should be our second penalty now. Yeah. And he scores it anyway. So it's 2-0.
Yes. Thank you, Lord. Just what we deserve. Just what we deserve. So as I said earlier, this to me looks like the Arteta process coming to fruition. Just like we looked in the first half against Wolves, this looks like, a very good system of play that Arsenal are putting in.
Yep.
Everyone's recognition of their place in the team and what they need to do looks to be on point.
Wow. Aubameyang, that was Aubameyang's 200th goal in his whole career. Well done.
That's a good tally.
200 goals from Saint Etienne to now Arsenal. Well done.
Yeah. So 2-0
Their
at
goalkeeper at
half-time.
fault there. Yeah. It was well taken.
Well, I still feel that I can smell a hat-trick from Aubameyang, and he's already
You're
2 on the way there.
You could be right, Neomis. You could be right. I hope
Yep.
you're right.
Yeah, we got an hour left.
Yeah.
I know we're about 5 minutes away from half-time, but
Bielsa doesn't look pleased.
well, the game should be over. Leeds should be getting ready to set up shop and make sure that they don't start hitting cricket scores.
You watch in the second half. They'll be all defensive. You watch.
Who's that? Who do you think is going to be all defensive, Ebony?
Leeds.
They need to come out. They need to score goals. They can't sit back now. That could create even more opportunity for us.
Bertram says Oba's starting to earn that paycheck.
Come on, give credit where
We miss you,
credit.
Bertram.
Yes.
Come back in there, boy.
Oh dear. No, miss. Don't pop the glass now.
Interesting thing is that this weekend has been an interesting weekend for results, and a win today puts us really back in with a shout of a top 6 place.
Where are we now? 11th.
We are 11th.
No,
but we
10th.
go above Leeds into 10th.
Yeah.
But I think we'd be a point behind Spurs.
He lost yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, we've got to make sure that Spurs get knocked out of the Europa League. Let's win the Europa League, get into the Champions League, and Spurs back into where they are, beneath us.
Yeah. Well, they look all at sea at the moment. They look a real mess at the moment. The back four look really tidy, got to say it.
Yep.
Back four, cross
That's
fingers,
it. Keep the
wood.
ball, keep it.
Let's keep this going. They're looking good. It's nice to have the solidity of Gabriel and the creativity of David Luiz. It kind of raises a bit of an interesting question. Do you give Luiz another contract?
Bellerin.
No. The thing is, we've got too many centre backs. I'm waiting to see this Bellerin thing here. Oh, you man, Bellerin.
Bellerin.
Oh my God, Bellerin.
Yeah.
Oh, Bellerin! Bellerin! Whoa! Hector!
There's just so much congestion in and around in Leeds' goal area. So he moves it down to. Okay, then he gets onto the end of it, and it's one of those balls where you think it hits the side, but it finds its way in.
How many players are involved in this? Saka,
Smith Rowe,
Oba.
It's beautiful. It's a thing of
Bellerin,
beauty.
Odegaard, Ceballos, like our whole midfield and our fullbacks are involved in this.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Good team effort there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic team effort. That's fluid football. This is what we need to be doing. This is what we need to be doing.
I'll keep it. I've got 2 minutes added extra time.
Wow. Nah, this is game over. People, get your popcorn out. I'm gonna I am gonna go for another one because Arsenal will probably make it 6.
So
I don't know about that, but
the assist for that goal goes to Danny Ceballos, and that's what we wanted from Ceballos.
Yeah,
We need goals and assists, and so it's good to see Danny Ceballos gets an assist.
so Leeds have got a
The
corner now.
Spanish connection.
yep. I mean that puts Ceballos at 2 assists for the season.
Is that
Not
all?
bad. Yeah,
Is that
Well, he
all?
needs to. I mean, he has hardly played, Anthony. Don't forget, he's hardly
he's been
played.
injured.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true. Actually, to be fair.
I'm loving this. I am absolutely loving this.
yeah. Apollo's right. So many players touched the ball. I think what
Yeah.
it was only David Luiz and Leno that didn't touch the ball, and I'm being serious. Like Cedric touched the ball there as well. Like I'm I'm very intrigued to see like if we can play this way with every single team because right now like the way how we're going, everyone's gonna get a goal.
Yeah.
Half time.
All the Bellerin haters can go sucker.
A Bourbon. Oh my days. That was really good. That was really good half time. First half. That was just. I just love the pass and move, the quick pace. There's no one's actually dawdling, apart from a
Yeah.
few moments before watching. So, what do you guys think of the first half? Your comments in the box, people.
I absolutely
Brilliant.
love it.
Just a brilliant first half. It's way
Yeah.
better than what I would have expected.
Yeah.
And Leeds are that tricky team whereby what did you get for nothing? 18. Leeds are that team whereby they won't score many goals, but they will give you problems on the counter. But did they not win this week? They beat who did they beat this week? Was it Crystal Palace? Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are times when they'll turn up, and there's times when they will turn up, but they'll still lose, but they'll not give a good game. So I'm quite wary of what they can do in the second half. I'm just hoping that if Pepe can come on, I don't care who for, and score another goal, then I'd be happy.
Listen, Leeds ain't getting nothing out of this game.
Nah.
This game is over. This game is over. The more they press, the more goals we'll score. That's the simple truth. There are some games that you go, they are built for Arsenal, and this one is one of them.
Yeah.
The way Leeds are playing today is built for the way Arsenal, and all credit has to go to Arteta. A great selection from the start. Everybody knows what they're doing. They look like they're playing in a good, fluid system. It's creating opportunities. And, look, this should be 4-0. We all know this should be 4-0.
Yeah.
Think about
Yep.
that.
Yeah. I can't disagree with you there.
Yeah, can't really fault the second half like I said, well, first half, apart from the moments of ball watching, but it's just been great to watch. Like from the time I started watching, which was about 3 minutes, it was just
So now that we're at half time, let's talk about some things. Any subjects anybody wants to broach? I know I want to broach one with you, Neomis.
Well, there's nothing in particular, but we might as well get to William Saliba.
Yeah.
Player out on loan. Likes to do interviews.
Beating his meat,
Yeah. No, come like I still don't get it. I I don't get it with William Saliba. Like,
So the thing I wanted to broach with you, okay, we don't get it, but your comments in the week were you think his Arsenal career is finished. What do you think now? Having had a few days to take it in, digest, do you still think the same way?
um, maybe not over, but I definitely think that he's very close to whereby if he does any more stupid stuff, the problem is for me it's Mikel Arteta. I don't think Mikel Arteta stands for any nonsense like this, and I when he's coming out, not just in the video he like was posted like of the situation, but the interview that he did on RMC in France, talking about the last 6 months at Arsenal, how he wasn't happy, how Arteta didn't play him. Like even though it wasn't negative towards Arteta, the undertones of it were very negative, and I just felt that there was no need for that. Like he could have
Yeah,
just kept it really simple. So you're already shitting on Arsenal a bit, and then this comes out as well.
yeah.
It doesn't look good, especially when the timing of the video as well.
It's
Um,
awful.
it's
Awful.
terrible. And I said it. If someone out there does not want William Saliba at Arsenal just because of the timing of that video, and I mean, maybe in a few months people will forget about this, but like I think if Mikel Arteta has another centre back in mind, or whether there's somebody else in, or if David Luiz stays, then I wouldn't be surprised to see William Saliba sold. I
Yeah.
mean he's doing well at Nice, and
He's doing
Arsenal need cap,
fantastic.
you know.
He's doing
So
fantastic. And this is what I wanted to ask you, because in my opinion, I think we get the same money back we bought him for. I think
I
in the
think
form
I think
he's
we'll get
at,
more. Yeah,
I think we'll get the money back. He's still, very young, 20 years old, with a huge upside, a huge upside.
yep,
So if we did want to cut our losses, as you said, we could potentially even make a profit on him.
yep. I can't
Ebony, have you
disagree
got
with you
any
there.
feelings on the William Saliba situation?
I hear that the video was done 2 years ago, but that's not really the point. The point is, whenever the video was, it should never have hit his social media account in the first place. In actual
Yeah,
fact, Saliba shouldn't have had his phone out and filming that.
yeah,
Nobody really wants to see that, to be fair. You know, if that's how he gets his kicks, then okay, because we know how young people can be these days, especially
yeah,
in the age of technology.
yeah.
But
Especially
this,
don't forget, we
mm,
saw this with Mason Greenwood and Phil Foden for England. So it's
yeah,
not that,
It's true.
different but the same.
yeah. I mean, but then the question has to be asked: did Saliba put it on his social account himself, or did somebody else put it on there? Either
Yeah,
way, it shouldn't have been filmed. It shouldn't. It shouldn't have been on his account. How does Saliba get over this? I agree with Noamis in the sense that he will get over it. It will be something that people will laugh at in the future, but it doesn't need to happen.
yeah,
But I don't agree. I'd like to think that his Arsenal career isn't over. I don't think it
okay,
is. I think he will get. I think he will spring back from that at some point. But it's down to Arteta to start implementing him, because at some point David Luiz is going to retire. David Luiz is what, 33, 34. Okay, and Luiz is a bit random. So we need somebody now that can actually come in and take over, that is actually on point, and who's quite fast as well. David Luiz isn't the fastest.
yeah,
So I don't agree that his Arsenal career is over, but the whole video thing, it didn't need to happen. And if you are going to film that sort of video, you keep it to yourself. But like
yeah,
I said, we don't know whether or not it was. It may have been Saliba filming, but we don't know whether or not he actually put it on his account. It could have been somebody else. Who knows?
yeah.
But it did need to happen, and I don't particularly want to see that.
Nobody does. Nobody
Yeah,
does. That's just. I mean, when you look
I
at
mean,
it, and I know
listen.
you
The only
watched
time,
it the
the only
one
time when I
time.
want to see that, the only time when I
No,
want to see that is if I'm in a relationship. That's
yeah,
the only
yeah.
time. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't really want to see it on social media. Yeah,
No,
so
for sure, for sure.
yeah, but
Um,
I'd like to think at some point, Arteta will come to his senses and say, look, at the end of the season, this player is going to be out of contract, Louise. So many other players will be out of contract. I need to concentrate on the defense. Because we got who have we got? We've got Callum Chambers. No one knows what's happening to him.
yeah.
Rob Holding. We've got Gabriel. Who else have we got in
Pablo
defense?
Mari.
Mari, Suarez.
And don't forget the guy
Yeah,
who's being forgotten that mustn't be overlooked is Dino
Mavro.
Mavropanos.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
and
having a
yeah.
blinder.
he's
He's
doing
having
really
a
well at
blinder.
Stuttgart. Really
Mm.
He's
well.
having a blinding season. And you know what? I think Arsenal might do well for bringing him back next summer.
Yeah, yeah, he needs to come back. He needs to come back. And I think, for next season,
And don't forget
Arteta,
the other thing is we also brought in the kid Omar Rekic, and he's 19, so he's not a
Oh, yeah, that's
youngster.
true.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
know, he's the same. He's about 6 months younger than
Saliba.
Salute.
Saliba. So we've got
Yeah,
a plethora of centre backs. I wouldn't be surprised if we let Luis go. I wouldn't be surprised if we let Chambers go.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Chambers, he's actually quite good, but he's not been given the opportunity because he's actually been frozen out because Gabriel has done quite well. Luis, to a degree, has done quite well, even though he's random. So he has to. So he has to.
Let it
Arteta
go.
has
Let
to.
it go.
Arteta has to concentrate on the defense now. Attacking wise, we're fine. It's just defensive that we need
Yeah.
to concentrate.
Yeah, definitely. D-Dubs, you're right. Arteta definitely has his favourites because I really can't see how he's got this so wrong with Saliba. He's made a boo boo on this kid.
Mm, yeah, he has. I totally agree. It's like, all right, fair enough. He wasn't bought by Arteta. He's not an Arteta player, but that's not the point. The point is he's here. Use him. We need him. He's no
Yeah,
good at, well, I mean, although he's doing well at Nice, right
yeah.
now, our defense isn't the tightest right now.
But
So,
you know what? Our
yeah.
defense is the second best in the Premier League right now.
Yeah. Yeah. We
It's
got
still
a good
pretty tight.
defense.
You got to give Mikel Arteta his credit. We currently have the second best defense in the league.
Yeah.
The problem
Thing is,
was
I
scoring
wouldn't really do
goals.
anything with our defense. For me, it's more so how do you include a lot of these young players that's coming through because like I have a feeling that we're gonna end up we might let some of them go. Like Mavropanos, like Saliba, like Chambers, and you still got the likes of Zach Medley and Daniel Ballard and Mark McGuinness as well. So it's like, where do you fit these guys when we're playing four at the back? Holden's been good. Gabriel has been good. Like we've got a lot of good centre backs. This is the only reason why I say like we don't keep David Luiz. I mean, if he wants David Luiz a part of the coaching staff and to help with the players, like I'm happy with that. But as
I
a
mean,
player,
this is
no,
this is the kind of situation where Arsenal can actually make some money because you know what?
yeah,
If we're going to let
yeah,
Callum Chambers go, what would you say? 20 million for Callum Chambers? He's
yeah,
got to be worth that.
If
yeah,
that.
He's
yeah,
such a valuable player. Can play left, can play right back, centre midfield. You just don't get them kind of players. So if you're going to get rid of Callum Chambers, I'm looking at 20 million. That's good money, especially in a deflated market. If
Mm.
Bertram's is able to hear me, yeah, there's Bertram. What would you give Bertram your valuation on Callum Chambers in the market right now?
At
I agree with you.
15.
I think it's 20. Well, no, probably 15 just because he hasn't played. When he was playing well, I would have said 20, 25.
Mm.
Um, Bertram says, what did he say that was controversial in terms of? Oh,
You must
hold
have
on,
said
Bertram.
something.
Have you not seen the video? Bertram?
Is
Oh, what,
Bertram talking
Saliba?
about the video, or is it
Is that what
is it the interview that he did with the
Oh.
French magazine?
Yeah,
Is that
I
what
wouldn't
he's
say it was.
referring to?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that interview was controversial, but there was just an undertoning of he doesn't like Arteta because he wasn't playing him. He's happy at Nice now in that he's playing football, and it it wasn't overtly bad, but you could just sense that there was I'm not into Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, and then like a few days later, then that video dropped. So it's like I'm just putting two and two together because for me it's too close by to where I'm saying like there's got to be some type of link, either that or somebody's out there wanting to get Saliba out.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think
yeah, I mean,
with regards to the interview, he should. I can understand his frustration. I can
Yeah,
understand that, but then at the same time, it's a case of I need to choose my words very carefully here. But you can understand the frustration. You really
yeah.
can.
So yeah, Bertram's right. We are right at centre half. We've got plenty of options there, and in fact, I think look, this summer we could make 40 million with two centre back sales, and still have plenty of cover.
yeah,
That's what you got to
yeah.
realise. We could sell two centre backs, make 40 million, and still have loads of cover. And then we need to reinvest that in wing backs because we need a left back desperately.
Yeah,
Um, you
yeah.
know,
We need cover for Tierney.
yeah, big star.
We're just about to kick off for the second half.
Okay.
I don't know if Leeds have actually made any changes. We probably haven't made any changes.
You almost have said it. Apollo says, I've said it a million times. Arteta has to have the chance to be successful with his team, not Emery's or Wenger's. Arteta gets 3 years and we'll see where everything sits in 2023. I'm not disagreeing that he needs his own side, but I don't see why certain players with talent, like he's just afraid to throw them away. William Saliba, I'm not ready to give up on. Unfortunately, William Saliba has put himself in the position to make it difficult. Guendouzi, I could kind of understand because Guendouzi's just refused to apologize and he's gone at Hertha Berlin and is causing problems. But it's a shame about Callum Chambers, who I like. Um, but yeah, I don't have a problem bringing in these players, but yeah, it's just certain favorites of
Mm.
mine I think are going to be casualties.
So Bertram's just said he
Do you not?
thinks
Did you want to come?
20 million post-pandemic, 15 million pre-pandemic. So that's still good money. I still think that's good money. The other thing you
Yeah,
got to consider this summer is Lucas Torreira and Matthew Guendouzi. More money
yeah,
in the pocket if we don't get them back. Personally, I'd bring Guendouzi back.
Would you bring Torreira back?
I
I
would.
wouldn't bring. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
No.
To be honest, I
Why
don't
not?
think
Do you think he's
Arteta
too
likes
weak?
him.
You think he's too weak?
No, I don't think he's weak, but I don't know if we need him. Look, we've got Thomas
I think we need
Partey.
him.
Would you play Partey and Torreira over Partey and Xhaka right now?
Maybe.
I mean, if we don't
Torreira's
keep
less. Torreira's less injury prone.
Ceballos, then it
Not
kind of
injury
almost
prone.
means we probably do. But I'd favour bringing back Guendouzi because Guendouzi, Xhaka, and Partey for me, with Willock even, that's four midfielders we don't need. We're 4-0 up already.
But Ebony's going crazy. I'm looking at the TV
Everybody's
right
going
now.
crazy.
Was it
Bang again. You were
Saka's
correct.
running through the middle?
Kid!
You were correct,
Oh,
Naomis.
Are you serious? How far back am I? Wait, I want to see the goal. Hold on, is this Smith Rowe? Oh, Smith Rowe with another assist. Header. Oh, wow. He's back.
Smith Rowe gets on the end of it, slices it
the
to
interplay, the
Aubameyang.
build-up is superb.
Watch it again.
Wow.
So Smith Rowe, Aubameyang header.
What a
Yeah.
what a You know, the press is phenomenal. The press is phenomenal.
Who is that? Is
And
that
even
Cedric?
Lacazette has to
Done.
step back and clap.
Oh,
This is
done.
great
You're right.
football.
No, miss, I'm
This
going to
is
buy you Nando's.
unbelievably
You
great
are
football.
absolutely correct.
Oh, I just had a feeling the way how Aubameyang was playing from minute one. He looked fired up, a lot more fired up than what I've seen in a long time. And hey, congrats to Aubameyang. Like
Yes,
he deserves that.
congratulations. The hat trick. Yes, Pierre.
I tell you what, the cross from
Wow.
Smith Rowe is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great assist. But you know when there's so much build up and there's so many, it gets congested. It's like you don't know who's doing what right now. But all you know is that ball is being played from Arsenal player to Arsenal. Oh, that was a wicked save from Leno. Oh, that was a breathtaking. And I don't normally say very many nice things about Leno. Watch it again. So listen,
Sorry, can
number
you say it
18.
again? Can you say it again? We
Number
didn't hear it loud
18.
enough. What was that?
I've got Sky Sports. I'm just using the Now TV app. That's the
You
thing.
need to go to Sky Sports. Then number 18 tried to score from I don't know how many yards outside the box, but Leno made a flying save, what I call a flying save.
Yeah, great shot by Rafinha. And you know what? Apollo's absolutely right about that. That's how important Saka is, and I think that's why teams target him now.
Yeah. I mean, 4-0 up, you kind of think, well, you give him a break now.
No,
I would.
no,
I'd take him off.
no,
4-0,
Who?
take him off.
Aubameyang?
no,
No,
no.
Saka.
Saka, no. No,
Take Saka off
No,
now.
no.
You ain't
no.
losing from 4-0 down.
Well,
I don't trust this
it's
team.
Arsenal. It's Arsenal. Remember that
That's
Newcastle
Arsenal,
game? Remember the Newcastle game? The 4-4. Oh no! Oh
Do you remember that game?
yes,
Newcastle.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
4-0 up. Next thing you know, Newcastle could have won 5-4.
Oh
You don't
God.
know how upset I was to the point where I wanted to go down to the Emirates and cuss the whole team.
Oh,
Nah.
dear. What's up, Kes? Hope you're well.
Oh God. Oh.
Fabrice, nice to see you.
This is not Naomi's live, it's a recording. Oh my days. Bertram thinks bring on Laka and Pepe. Make some
Yeah,
changes, Laka and Pepe.
Yeah, I would say I don't mind resting Saka because, to be honest, Saka plays so much minutes, and you know he's going to play against
exactly.
Benfica. Like you know he's playing against Benfica. He's the
You
one
know
player that.
that. Give
So
him a break, man. Take him off. Like, you're 4-0 up. Take him off. Let him have the rest of the day off.
as long as it's not Willian coming on, that's
No,
I want to
it's
stress
an
that.
easy choice. You give Pepe, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
45 minutes.
yeah. Was it Apollo
You
says
know,
having
look,
those two?
if Reece Nelson was on the bench, I'd say play Reece Nelson.
I
Because
agree.
this would be a great chance for him to show off.
You know
I
who we could
agree.
do with right now? Niles.
Yeah, and I watched the West Brom game today. He played all right. He played all right. Few mistakes, but he's doing a decent job there. Apollo says having those two cams roaming around makes us less predictable when having Laka in the middle. Tears sometimes watching Saka play. He's something Wenger would create in a laboratory. Yeah, no, I completely agree. What Wenger would do with Saka right now.
Wenger would probably play him for a couple of games and then send him out on loan.
Can I just say, the thing that I have to give so much credit to is Aubameyang's play in the box. I mean, all right, yeah, he's had a penalty in that, but his box play is great,
Yes.
and that for me has been missing.
Yep. No, I agree.
Wow. From Dallas onto, is that Xhaka?
but the thing is, Tony, he's allowed to now roam because we've got so many attacking midfield players and central midfield players who they're just all the places where Aubameyang would normally have to just stay and sit. He's been covered, so he's able just to kind of himself roam about. So it's like it's brilliant. You know what? I know Apollo said earlier on that you got to give credit to Arteta. Like you really do, because Arteta has now found another way to play.
What? Guys, how are you not telling me that David Luiz is running through the box doing stepovers in their half?
No, hold on. I
What
haven't.
is David Luiz
No, you
doing?
know what? I think I've.
Yeah, but the thing
I
is,
don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've
yeah, but
seen
the thing
it.
is though, I don't know why David Luiz is playing so far forward.
I don't understand it.
Maybe he wants to get on the score sheet, or maybe he wants to
Yeah,
prove a point.
he wants a
But
goal.
but I'm not even concentrating on Luiz right now. Although Luiz, I will concentrate on him when he defends. But
That's all I want to see him do. I don't want to see him in the other half doing
this
stepovers.
this is why this is why I'm not even commenting one iota on him. He needs to
Oh,
defend
mate.
because if that was against, I don't know, Chelsea or
I'm
Tottenham,
not joking.
he ain't
I'm
quick
not
enough to
happy
run
seeing
back.
him doing that. It gives him too much confidence to continue doing that. If I'm the manager, I'm saying get your ass back in the defense and stay your ass there. I don't want
Exactly.
to see that.
What a ass.
I don't think it's ever going to happen with David Luiz. I don't think it's ever going to happen with him.
Oh, mate. I don't want to see that. Listen.
And he's been doing that all game as well.
Yeah.
Come on, David, you're a defender. You're a central defender. Stay central defense. Because like I said, David Luiz doesn't have the speed anymore to track back against better teams.
Nah. He wouldn't have sold Saka. He probably would have tried to play Saka up front.
You've got a free kick now, and Granite is taking it.
Wouldn't it be something if Granite scored?
No.
Come
No,
on, Ebony.
it would
You're
be.
liking Xhaka now, ain't you?
No, well, look, when he plays well, I'll give him plaudits, but I still want him gone. And now we have a free kick from which Saka is going to take. So we've got how many bodies in the box?
Where's this rain come from?
Shit, is it raining outside?
It's tipping down. It's tipping down where Arsenal are. I'm in Surrey. I've not got that rain yet, but I can see that it's absolutely tipping it down there.
You live in Surrey?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a free throw, which Suarez is taking. Is
the Bayesian lingo? No, we need Vinci for that. Vinci's got his spot on.
Yeah, Odegaard is looking good.
Yeah,
more.
The thing is, like, I just think it's the fact that he's playing with everyone. Like, I know. Was it Apollo said not sure if it's going to work with other teams, but I want to see this play, and the way how he interacts with other teams, because this looks good.
Did anyone watch the Tottenham game yesterday?
No, but
no.
They lost, right?
Yeah, 3-0.
3-0.
Oh wow.
I watched the highlights.
But Liverpool, what is happening with them?
Wow.
They've lost their bet. Yeah.
The goalkeeper made the worst error ever. What is going on with Alisson, more like?
Yeah, this season's just not theirs. Yep, Andrew, I am calm. We're 4-0 up. You couldn't pay me to watch Spurs. I'll check out the highlights. Spurs get lashes. All right. There's a problem. Leeds just scored. Okay. That You remember when I joked about it being like Newcastle 4-4? Let's just hope it ends there. Let's just, like Arsenal, just don't don't do this to me right now. Like no stupidness.
Yeah, it's a good header.
Like
It's a good header from a
yeah,
corner.
yeah.
He gets up above David Luiz. Well taken header. He's got.
Who was that fourth for their goal?
I can't pronounce his name. Strujic. Yeah.
No. Who was that fourth?
He's being marked by
Luiz.
Saka, but he gets
the run. No.
I hope that means it's like a free kick, Ebony.
No, I'm talking about Willian.
Oh, why is he coming? Oh, for Saka. Yeah, I don't want the guy on the pitch, but you know what? Like, it's 4-1.
Where is Reece Nelson?
He doesn't listen. Arteta loves Willian. I don't know what for.
Jesus Christ! I mean, all I can assume is he mustn't want him to play there next season.
See, this is the problem that I have with Arteta. Like, Arsenal not in the position where we could say, you know what, we don't want you. Like, yeah, when we should be utilizing and giving our young players games, trying to make them better.
Please don't take off Saka and bring on Willian. Yes, so Louise was marking or not marking one of their players, and they scored a goal.
Yeah, no, the guy, he was being marked initially by Saka, and he just got the run on him. He got the run on him, and he got up ahead of a fairly static Louise.
Ooh. Okay. Odegaard could have scored, but then again, Suarez could have scored himself, but it was saved by the goalkeeper. Aubameyang runs into the middle.
Willian is blackmailing Arteta.
Oh, you know what? Great shot by Odegaard.
Yeah. Are you taking off? All right, so he's taking off Smith Rowe.
Okay. Yeah, I think that now it's probably going to go with standard 4-2-3-1. If you're bringing on Willian, yeah.
Willian just hasn't got it.
I agree. I'm ready to give up on the Willian experiment, especially if it stays like this by the end of the season.
Good movement.
When has Willian actually played well apart from Fulham?
He hasn't.
He hasn't. Yeah.
Apollo says Bielsa looks like the drunk guy you see shouting at Paddy Powder when you put £100 on red and it comes out black.
Bielsa kind of reminds me of the drunken one from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Barney.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
He's perpetually drunk.
Yeah, Martinelli ain't getting a shout in either at the moment, is he?
Martinelli needs to come on as well at some point. You know, whenever he
Well,
comes on, he creates chances.
well, you would have thought that coming on for instead of Willian would have been Martinelli,
Yeah.
especially out wide. But
Close him down, man. We don't want him to score.
not sure if they did, Andrew, because we haven't got the same Willian that was at Chelsea.
So I've just checked it. Reece Nelson isn't even on the bench now. So you kind of
Nope.
look at that and go, really? I mean, it's a strong bench, but to have Chambers and Mari and El Neni on the bench. Chambers, Mari, and Holding. Three
And
centre halves on the bench. Kind of a bit excessive that you couldn't put Reece Nelson on.
there's no need. You got Chambers who can play in midfield and defence.
Yeah, but you got
I lo-
El Neni who can play midfield and defence.
Is El
Holding,
Neni on the bench?
Yeah,
yeah.
he's on the bench.
So
So you
I
kind
didn't
of
look
look
at
at
the
that bench
team,
and you go,
the
really?
team lineup.
Under what circumstances are you ever going to need Holding Chambers and Mari?
Make it count, Leno. Make it count.
So Leeds are having their best bit of play for the entire game so far. I guess Arsenal taking the foot off the
And you pushed him over because
accelerator
that's
pedal.
a foul. You know that's a foul. Why? What? Why have they got a free throw when it was?
Yeah, I agree with you, Apollo. I'd take Alba off as well. Give Martinelli time. Pepe on for Saka. I've been calling for Saka off since about 55 minutes. And here we are, 65 minutes on. You know this thing about Arteta taking a long time to make his substitutions.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Doing it
Like,
again, isn't he?
yeah,
At some point, this needs to stop. It really does.
Did not Bamford just foul?
That's what I said. But they got a
Oh,
free throw. This is what I mean. Referee's a joker. This referee's a.
Apollo, can you go back that one message? You need Holding. You need Holding, Chambers, and Murray if you are Mourinho and parking the bus. Poor bench selection. Yeah, exactly. Sporty Borden. That's Jordan. That's my feeling. You don't need all them centre backs. We've even seen Xhaka play centre half if need be. So I don't see why he's needing to have effectively five centre backs in the first 11, in 11 or in 11 plus five. Makes no sense. But hey, this is the time you let Martinelli on. They've got a tied defence. He's going to come on, bring on a whole bunch of new energy, and he gets some game time.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. What is wrong with our defence?
Oh no! Please tell me that's not a goal, because I'm behind you guys.
It is a goal. It is
Oh!
a goal.
Why did I open up my big mouth about Newcastle?
God.
Fucking hell. No, Arsenal, do not embarrass us.
Costa.
They've just turned off, haven't they? Bellerin defending that wing was awful. Bellerin has to be blamed for that. Bellerin has to be blamed for that. He's got completely rinsed on the right hand side. What was he thinking? He's let the player go in right behind him for fun.
All right, now I'm ready for this game to be over.
And then Xhaka loses Costa in the middle. So, between Xhaka and Bellerin, massive problem, massive error. Yeah. Still comfortable, but, we need
No.
to reinvigorate the front four again. Is this because Willian is doing a Willian? Yeah. Xhaka did get toasted, but also Bellerin got toasted.
It was handball. It was more ball to just below the shoulder. Step away from the window. Put your hands behind me.
Ebony just needs a rifle, and she will be doing a Malcolm X.
Oh Lord!
So who got yellow carded there? Stewart.
It's him for handball. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it.
No, Victor, don't say that. Like, we can't lose this. I completely agree.
Got 19 more minutes of this.
The subtle truth is, William has come into the game and been absolutely ineffective as anything.
Andrew asks, how far is Ebony from the Emirates? I'm about 45 minutes away by tube. Could you imagine if the fans were there right now?
Oh Lord!
They'd still be happy. We'll still be cheering. We're 4-2 up, guys.
There'll be lots of rumblings in the
Lots of
stadium.
rumblings, but you know what? I'm looking at the positive side, and the first 45 minutes were phenomenal. Best football I've seen from Arsenal all season, easily.
And you
Four
pass
goals
it
in
back
half.
William, man, just come off the pitch. Crying out loud, man. Go and plait your hair, please.
There's your problem. There's the problem. Willian. Absolute waste of space on the pitch.
Go plait your hair. That was defended by. So we've got a corner. Is Saka coming off? Oh no, he's
Please,
not.
yeah.
Okay. No, I think he's.
Odegaard's touch is beautiful. I
Yeah.
gotta say, he's got a lovely touch. Ooh.
Why are you passing it?
So who's coming on for Saka?
No, Saka's not coming off.
Oh, okay.
Well, it doesn't look like he's coming off.
No, it's not what I'm seeing.
You.
So we've gone into a bit of a lull in the game at the moment. Nothing really being created either end. We're still passing the ball pretty well. I'm liking the touches from Odegaard. He just looks a
Oh
baller in the park.
God. Oh my God. I think Leeds should have had a penalty there. Bamford gets taken out in the box.
Oh,
That should have been a penalty.
Do you think so? Because
Yeah, it
it
looks
looks
like
shoulder to shoulder to me.
it looks like what we got or what we should have had.
It looks like shoulder to shoulder for me.
see it again.
Yeah, they haven't really shown it yet.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
my
showing it
God,
now.
Aubameyang hits the post.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm gonna continue saying it. Odegaard looks a deal, man.
Yeah, he looks just as good as Smith Rowe, if not a little bit better.
Yeah. If Aubameyang scores that, Xhaka would have had his second assist of the game, and that is great play by
Oh, okay. You
Xhaka.
know what? Yeah, it isn't a foul.
Yeah,
Suarez gets his body just in front of Bamford.
right across. Yeah,
Yeah, and then it's just collision of bodies.
yeah,
It's more shoulder to shoulder, to be fair.
yeah. That's using your body with good strength. But yeah, listen, uh, Granit Xhaka deserves praise because he should have had 2 assists by now. Uh, that which we haven't seen from Xhaka. This is the Swiss Xhaka.
Okay, so we're. Oh, oh, Nenny's coming on for Odegaard.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't play him for the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be interested. I'm gonna look at his pass completion because I don't think he's put a foot wrong.
No, he's played well. What? I think has he gotten an assist today, Odegaard? I don't think he's got an assist, but he's played
No,
well.
Xhaka, Ceballos, and Smith Rowe.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Come on, pass it, Bellerin. Louise, get back, please.
So looking at the pass success rate, the most pass successes has been David Luiz 50, Danny Ceballos 49, Granit Xhaka 37, and then Martin Odegaard 32.
Okay. Uh, Listen, he hasn't had a bad game. Like far from it. I think he's had a good, solid game. Played well. Again, it's just the final result. But like he's. We've just got to see more of him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I agree.
Look, for his first full start, that's a good performance. I'll take that
yeah,
every day.
yeah, it's a good game. Good start for him.
We're starting to dominate the play again, 59% in the last 10 minutes. Nice. Gabriel's looking good. After his howler the other day, he's sort of come back to his usual dominant force. Which begs the question, guys, who would you play starting centre backs against Benfica?
I play Gabriel.
Gabriel and Holding, Gabriel and Louise.
Probably Gabriel and Louise for the experience of Louise.
What about yourself, Naomi's?
Um, I'd probably go with Holden and Gabriel. Just because of their recent forms, I think both of them have been pretty good. But let's not forget Pablo Mari as well, because when Mari was doing well, it was him and Holden playing at centre back together.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
it's a tough one. The thing is, right now we're quite blessed with good centre backs. I believe we've got three centre backs that are on the same level. David Luiz can be. It's just that again, every now and again he makes some mistakes. But yeah, right now we're good at centre back.
Anything with the word Holding in it. Apollo thinks that Rob Holding is the equivalent to Paul Pierce, the truth.
Oh Lord! Listen, I think Rob Holding is a good player. I've always felt that unless he continues to improve, he's gonna end up being like a bit part player the older he gets. But listen, he's improved a lot this season. And you just gotta hope, especially when David Luiz leaves, that he continues to improve as well.
No, I
Yeah.
agree with Holding. Yeah, I agree about Holding. He has gotten better.
Yeah,
But a lot of Arsenal fans don't like him, but I like him.
I tell
yeah,
you what the situation with Holding is. Holding is a great defender. His distribution is questionable.
yeah, yeah. I'd agree with that. Like, I hope that's a good one or a bad one. I'm 82 minutes in,
Saka hit the
82-34.
post. Saka hit the
Saka.
post.
He deserves a goal. As far as I'm concerned, all of our midfield players deserve a goal. Smith Rowe, Odegaard. Looks like I'm
Saka.
El Nene. Oh, look. Oh!
Yeah,
Oh!
exactly.
Oh! Oh, great play.
Great play. Oh, how did we not get the rebound?
Yeah, it looks like Rafinha blocked Cedric from getting the rebound.
What was that? Offside?
Yeah, on
Or was
Saka.
it foul?
Just.
Okay. But great play again. Great interplay. If he scores and that's onside, then that would have been an assist for Willian.
Saka is the highest scoring teenager in the Premier League. 5 goals.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Man closed him down for crying out loud. Saka, what's his name? Crusty. Sideshow Bob, get out of the way.
Another good game by Gabriel. Can't help but say it. He looks a force again.
Well, this Gooner squad chat is going off like fire.
Oh, great save by Leno.
What are you trying to do for crying out loud?
Or was it Louise?
By the way, it's still 4-2.
Yeah, it was Louise. Great interception from David Luiz. Oh, she fell over.
It's a great little pass from Aubameyang. I mean, he looks so
Yeah,
confident now
yeah,
towards
he
towards
does.
Saka.
Yeah.
Woo! Is that Shaka? No, Cedric. However many yards outside the box that was, but it was a great goal, great save by their goalkeeper.
Let's see what this is. Oh, I think Cedric's got the ball. Oh wow! Yes,
Yeah,
great shot.
good. Good effort though. Good effort by Cedric.
Yeah. So we're heading into the last 5 minutes plus extra time.
Well, we've got last. Well, for me, it's the last. Shut up, Bamford, because at the end of the day, he went for the ball. Shut up. Right, Rob Holding's coming on.
Why? Or is it just to waste
Don't
time?
ask. Just don't ask.
So it looks like he'll go with a back three then.
And
Oh, okay.
Sabias is coming off.
Yeah, that's a back three.
Surprised he hasn't taken Saka off.
Yeah.
No, leave him on there. Leave him on there. Leave him on there. Come on, Holding, do something. Show them why we give you plaudits. Okay, we've got a goal kick now. I think what's his name's got a voodoo. Willian.
I don't know what to say. He probably does because he just looked devoid of any confidence. He's just there. Look at him, just trying to chase, run, and just nothing.
How old is Willian? What, 32?
Yeah.
So we've got a goal kick now, which Leno is going to take shortly.
Here's one for you, Neomis. Any ideas on a decent left back? I'm not really convinced about Bertram from Southampton. Bit long in the tooth.
The thing is, I'd take Bertram at Southampton, especially for another year or two. But there are talks on I don't know the guy's name, but this Hibernian left back, he's like 18 years old, that we were linked with a few weeks ago. Or Apollo mentioned Tyrick Mitchell. The problem with that is that he's too good to have on the bench. And with someone like Tierney being our first choice left back, is he really going to get enough games at Arsenal? But yeah, I think that's a good
Aubameyang's
shout out for
injured.
him.
Sorry.
Oh no!
And that was a foul caused by the ponytailed one, Harris. Don't look good. We've got 4 minutes added extra time as well.
Oh yeah, he gets some studs in his in the back of his leg. Yeah, take off Aubameyang. I mean, the game's basically done if he's injured.
You done 3
Neomis,
subs already, bro.
Jordan Amavi. Didn't he used to play for Villa? Jordan Amavi. Let's see.
So our next game, Benfica will be on a neutral ground.
Yeah, is it because it's not going to be in Greece anymore? The game is it what? Is it Italy?
That's somewhere.
Ozan Kabak. I've heard of him. Yeah, he's a good player. Ozan.
Ozan Kabak from Schalke. Nicole Schultz
Yeah.
from Borussia Dortmund. Douglas Santos from Zenit St. Peter.
Pierre Scherzer. I haven't heard of him. I'll have to do some research on him. Pierre Scherzer from Ajax.
So our
Don't
next
forget.
sorry.
Gabriel is a rock. Gabriel is a rock.
Nah,
Solid.
he's solid as a rock. I'm Gary Starkey.
The ceiling is hot. Every time I hear the word solid, that's what I'm going to start asking now. Is he solid?
I also haven't heard of that one. Robin Gosens. 26.
Oh dear. Okay. So come up to the end of the 4 minutes time. I'm sure there's going to be another minute or so added on.
Target. Completely agree, Apollo. Like, I think there's going to be lots of movement. Lots of players are going to be leaving. Probably Callum Chambers, Maitland Niles, Lucas Torreira, possibly Guendouzi, um, possibly even our favorite, Eddie Nketiah, Reece Nelson.
Yeah.
No. Eddie Nketiah can't go.
I hope he doesn't, but like he can't even make the bench.
Yeah,
If
you've got
he's
to
going to,
say he's not on the bench today.
if he's,
I mean, they have a big question. Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette are both into the last year of their contract. I can't see how you give them both a new contract.
that's a yellow card, a foul on for yellow card for Dallas, foul on Aubameyang.
This must be the last corner of the game.
So Aubameyang is on the break, and then he is fouled by Dallas, who, to be fair, went for the ball.
Yeah, there's got to be a yellow card.
It is a yellow.
He gets a yellow.
Gets a yellow. We've got a free kick.
Neo, stick to commentary.
Tarek Mitchell, 4.5 million, really?
If we could get Tarek Mitchell from Palace, hey, that would be like we would have stolen him from them.
But the second half wasn't as good as the first half. We seem to be a first half team at the moment. But the game's finished 4-2.
Yeah.
So, well done, guys. Player ratings, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, this should be easy for us. I mean, they are.
So, Apollo, if you want to pull up the team, the starting 11 for us, and we'll go around the houses. Anyone volunteer to go first?
You want to go first, Naomi?
Yeah, no, that's not a problem with me. Leno, I'm gonna give him a solid 6. Had a good, solid game. Nothing to complain about. Had a couple of good saves. Did not do anything stupid like what he did in the last time that we saw Leno play. So I am happy about that. And obviously was key to this wonderful Arsenal win that we have here today. So a 6 for me. Bellerin, I'm going to give a 7. He scored a goal. So for me, he has to get that at the minimum. Did have some shaky moments defensively. I think for Leeds' either first or second goal, he was a bit at fault there. His caught out positions on a couple other places. But overall, I thought he did well, synced up with the midfield really good. Yeah, I mean, Bellerin, he's having a good season. And I know a lot of people don't like him, but you can't complain when a player does well. Gabriel, I'm also going to give him 6.5. I thought he had a good, solid game. It was only a couple of times in the second half where I could really criticize him. overall. But I think solid game from him. Louise, I'll also give him a 6.5. Good solid game from him, but worried the hell out of me when he's bombing forward and doing step overs and trying to cross the ball. Overall, I just think he's got to stay in defense. Cedric, I'm going to give him also a 6.5 as well. Again, like the rest of the defenders, I think, good solid game, got forward, linked up play really well. Yeah, just a nice, tidy performance from him. Then the midfield, Xhaka, I'm going to give a 7. Thought played really, really well. Hard working, tracked back, did all the things we need to, and he got an assist out of the game as well. So you know what? I'll give Xhaka a 7.5 overall. I
Wow.
think he did that well. And I'm going to give the same score to Danny Ceballos. When you think of the fact that the person that starts ahead of him and Thomas Partey, who we all rate and love, and he just came on, handled the game really well, took charge, got an assist. Um, can't fault him there. Martin Odegaard, I'm going to give a 6.5. I thought it was a good start to his Arsenal career. Played well, synced well with the rest of the team. And I just, again, like what we used to say about Smith Rowe, just if he could get some goals, some assists in that, that will easily boost those marks up. Smith Rowe, I'm going to give a 7.5. Even though he was only on the pitch for, 65, 70 minutes, worked hard, got an assist out of the game. Again, like Ceballos and Jack are just brilliant. Saka, I'm going to give a 7.5. For me, if it wasn't for him, a lot of the opportunities we would never have gotten. For the Bellerin goal, he was the one that was just causing absolute nuisance in there. So for me, just fantastic game from Saka. And then who else? Who have I missed out? Oh, is it
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang, man of the match? He gets a 10 for me. Um, been out of form, comes back, leads the way, gets a hat trick, works hard. It was a good captain's performance from him. So great performance from Aubameyang, and he's my man of the match.
Great. Substitutes are probably not holding, but El Neni and
Willian.
Yeah. Neomis?
Oh, Willian. Willian, I'll give a
Willian and
5.
El Neni. Okay.
What did he do? Like hardly anything. Overall. And then who else
El
was it
Neni.
that came?
El
Oh,
Neni
Nene.
and Holding came on. Wouldn't give Holding
Uh,
anything
I,
because he was.
yeah, El Nene, I'll give another 5 as well. From what he did on the pitch, he came on and didn't disrupt things, just kept things as a constant. And yeah, Holden, he was only on for about 5-10 minutes.
Okay,
So
we'll do the
yeah,
manager at the end when we've all got our votes in. But
yeah.
I'll go through Apollo's marks. He gave Leno a 6, Bellerin a 7, Gabriel a 7, Luis 6. That's a bit poor, I thought. Cedric 6.5, Jack a 5. I don't get that, Apollo. I know you hate
No,
the guy,
no,
but
no, no.
that's a bit out
I
of
give him
order,
a
bro.
7 at least.
That's horrible.
That's a bit out of order, bro.
Oh my! Stop! No, no. That is awful.
Oh, it
You're
was coming. It
tough.
was coming.
Oh man, we're never gonna get this. We're never gonna get him on side. So he gives Smith Rowe 7.5, gives Ceballos 6.5, Xhaka 8.5, and man of the match. Odegaard a decent 7, and Aubameyang an 8. Ebony, do you want to go and give your marks?
Okay, Leno, I'm going to give a 7. He made a couple of wicked saves. It's not very often I praise Leno highly, but today he was on point. He caught a few balls as well. Overall, the goals were not his fault, but when he was called upon to make the saves, even the saves that he could have made, but where the ball just flew past him to go out of play, he was actually alert. So I give him a 7. Bellerin, I'd give a 6. I wish there were times when he lost the ball. He was at fault for their first goal. He should have actually tracked his player, but he didn't.
Yeah.
But this is why he's better going forward than defensively, and one of the reasons. So I'm going to give him a 6. Gabriel, our best defender, solid. Again, he's that beast that we've actually been missing in defence for quite a while. Again, it wasn't the first goal wasn't his fault. The second goal, maybe, but otherwise, defensively, he kept Leeds on the back foot. So I'm going to give him a 7. Louise, I'm going to give him a 6. For me, he played too far up the pitch. You're a defender. Just concentrate on defense. If you have to make those 40-yard kicks to create to create an assist, fine. But you're a defender first and foremost. We all know that Louise has not got the pace to run back, as and if needed to defend. So for that, I give him a 6. Suarez, I don't think he had a bad game at all. On the left hand side, I thought he was. He can control that left hand side quite well. Give him a 7. Xhaka, I'm going to give a 7. Did he have an assist today? He didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did. I thought his tackling wasn't too bad. He wasn't mistake prone, as he normally is. Maybe he was at fault for Leeds' second goal, but otherwise I thought he tackled quite well, so I give him a 7. Smith Rowe, I'm going to give a 7. I thought his assist for one of Aubameyang's goals was on point. He can be quite tricky to handle, but I thought he had a good game, so I give him a 7. Ceballos, there were points where I actually forgot that he was playing. I just give him a standard 5.
Got an assist. He got an assist.
He did get an assist, but like I said, there were times when I forgot that he was actually on the pitch. But actually, I give him a 6. My joint man of the match is Saka. That boy is so hard to handle, and when you've got somebody that quick, that tough, and that strong to create an assist, you need 3 players on him. And the fact that Leeds kept on fouling him so many times, it just goes to show how tough that boy is. I love the way that he controlled that's his side of the pitch. I give him a 9. Odegaard, I thought he created an assist as well. He is, I would say, he's on par with Smith Rowe. The fact that I thought that he had a control in that midfield area. I thought he was immense. I'm going to give him a 7. And my other man of the match is Aubameyang. 3 goals. He could have actually scored. He could have got 5. He could have got 2 penalties. He could have got another goal, but he hit the bar. And I thought he took his games quite. I thought he took his goals quite well. And the fact that he was on the left and he drifted in, it goes to show that he is able to do that. He's able to create as well. So, but we need to see more of that. So I give him a 9.
Excellent. Thank you. So I'm going to read out a couple of comments that are coming. Ahead of Bertram's scoring, which I'm going to do, he said, you blame Xhaka for everything in the same vein. Should Saka be blamed for losing his man on the first goal? Yeah, I guess, look, the Saka first goal, that's probably wrong allocation of player, because if you've got a big, strong centre half, you don't put a small, frail midfielder in to mark that player in a heading situation at a corner. He should be marked by a strong central defender. Now, the player that should actually have beaten him to that header is David Luiz. And he's caught static because the guy gets a run on him. So I don't think that's fair to be blaming Saka for that situation. Um, Another comment on Xhaka. Xhaka's at fault for a goal and fans give him a 7. My word, how things can change. Now people are sucking him off. I thought he was bang average today and had a poor second half. Personally, I don't think Xhaka did have a bang average game. I thought he had a very
No.
good game. I thought he was
Yeah.
very progressive in the first half, especially. And when you get an assist, and he should have had a second assist because Aubameyang's shot against the post would have been a Xhaka second goal assist if that had gone in. So I'm very wary that I think, you know what, some people are giving Xhaka still a hard time, Apollo, but I don't think he's really deserving of that. So I'm going to go into Bertram's scoring. Bertram gave Leno 6.5, Bellerin 7, David Luiz 6. He marked him down. Gabriel 7, Cedric 6.5. So was the marking down of Luiz down to that goal, which I would probably have said that potentially is it.
Mm-hmm.
Going in the midfield, he gives Xhaka 7 and Ceballos 7. He gives
Yep.
Smith Rowe 7. He
Yep.
gives Saka 9 and Aubameyang 9. Odegaard 7. And then he gives Willian 4. Well done, Willian, for getting that much from Bertram. Because trust me, he ain't getting more than that from me. Holding not applicable. El Neni not applicable. Arteta, he gets 7. And he gives Apollo a mark. Apollo 4.
Sorry, can I change one of my scores?
This is a first.
Can I change one? Can I change one of my ratings? Bellerin
First.
did score a goal. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
going to give him a 7 and not a
Okay.
6.
That's fair. I'm going to go with Cool K's markings. Cool K gave Leno a 7, gave Bellerin 7.5, Gabriel 7, Luis 6.5, Cedric 7, Granit Xhaka 5.5. He gives Smith Rowe only 6.5, gives Ceballos 6.6. He gives Saka 9, Odegaard 7, and Aubameyang man of the match 9.5. Comment from Sporty Jordan. Enjoy the win, fans. Next week we have Man City. But of course we got Benfica before that.
Oh God, we got Man
3
City
good
next.
points today from
They're
9.
beatable.
Oh.
Sporty Jordan says, Ebony, how does the goal scorer Bellerin get a 6? Okay, so you corrected that. Okay, got
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Bertram, I guess you're saying this to Apollo. Objectivity is a lost attribute.
Yeah,
18 says the
Leeds shouldn't.
difference
Leeds
Bertram
shouldn't.
was...
Sorry,
go ahead.
Leeds shouldn't get behind our defense like that. That shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18, the difference, Bertram, was that Saka was running the whole show and putting a man of the match performance. Carlito, long time no see, Carlito. Hope you're well. Bertram, how would you like Aubameyang now, calling him a one-trick pony? Good point, Carlito. Good point. I'm gonna have to say, I haven't seen this Aubameyang in a long time. So I'm kind of sitting on the fence with Bertram in that Aubameyang has been a one-trick pony through most of this season. He's been terrible on the left. Playing up front today, looked a totally different animal and, showed what he can do.
Well, let me say this. The thing is, today he's been allowed to roam free up front. So the first goal he scored on the left, they're just showing the one race, the third goal that he scored. He's on the right side, like scoring a header. So that's probably how we have to do it. The problem is that you then can't play Lacazette because Lacazette's not going to play out wide. But with this system where you got all these midfielders that tend to roam wide anyway, like it fits. So it goes back to the discussion that you can't play Aubameyang and Lacazette in the same team. But
Yeah. So
this
I've got
it's
Greg G scoring up. Leno 5. Bit harsh.
nah, yeah,
Mm, yeah.
Bellerin 7.5. Gabriel 7. Louise 5. Sora 7. Xhaka 6. Smith Rowe 7. Ceballos 6. Saka 8. Odegaard 7. And Aubameyang 8. Cool K scoring. Leno 7. Bellerin 7.5. Gabriel 7. Louise 6.5. Soars Cedric 7. Shaka 5.5, Smith Rowe 6.5. I've read these out already, haven't I? Ceballos 6.6, Saka 9, Odegaard 7, Aubameyang 9.5. D Dub says Bellerin's garbage. Wow, bit harsh.
nah. I wouldn't go that far.
Bellerin,
Uh,
no. Bellerin was good today, and he got a goal today. So
yeah. Arteta gets an 8 today from Apollo for his game plan. Was key to the win today.
Yep.
So that leaves me to put my vote in for players. I'm gonna give Leno the 7. I don't think he did anything wrong. The goals that he conceded, he couldn't concede. He couldn't have done anything. He did make some vital saves. His distribution was not bad today. Bellerin gets a 7. Gabriel gets a 7. Solid. Louise gets a 7. Cedric gets 6.5. Granit Xhaka gets a 7. Danny Ceballos gets 6.5. Emma Smith Rowe gets 7. Odegaard gets 7. Saka gets 9. Aubameyang gets 9. And yeah, I'm going to give man of the match jointly to Saka and Aubameyang.
yeah,
The manager, I'm going to give him. Based on, if I was judging it on the first half, I would have given him a 10. But second half, with the substitutions, kind of lost it a little bit for me.
yeah,
Players I wanted to see, I didn't see. Players I didn't want to see, I saw. The makeup of the substitutes bench
Yep.
questionable. So I'm going to give him 7.5.
Yep. I agree with you there.
I'd give Arteta a 7. I think he's making these subs far too late.
Yeah,
What was the point in bringing on Rob Holding in the
Yeah. In
87th minute?
yeah. No
You
point.
know, it,
yeah,
I don't know why he doesn't make these substitutions basically during half time.
yeah.
I
You
agree.
know,
Cool K gives Arteta 8.5. Stylistic gives Arteta 7. 101. Apollo says, big shout out to Vincey. Vincey, if
Hey,
you're watching
Vincey.
in, hope you're
hi
well, brother.
Vincey.
Hope you're getting well. Big love to you and Claudion. Bertram, Arteta cannot get an 8
Hmm?
when he plays Willian. I agree. That's why he got only 7. As I said, for the first half team, for the team that start the game and the way they play, he gets a 10. But that second half, I have to mark him down on that. 18 gives Arteta a 9.
Thing is, I can understand why that is, but you got to you got to mark him down because of the Willian factor, and then
Yeah,
the timing of the substitutes, and then the bench.
yeah,
So that's
yeah,
3.3 marks right there.
yeah.
But
Absolutely agree with you, Neomis.
yeah,
Guys, it's been great to have a positive game that we've all
yep.
been pleased to see some great football. 4 goals, amazing. 2 goals, that's obviously the bad part. Um, Closing comments, I guess, guys, at this stage.
Uh, um, we need consistency, and we need to keep doing this. I know it was Apollo's marked there, but he can be marked down even with 4 goals. This is why we're giving him a 7 because of his what he put out on the pitch. But like, why is Willian coming on? Like, I'm sorry, but Willian has done nothing to deserve that he should be on the bench. Like nothing. He should have been at the back of the line in terms of
Yeah,
playing out on the wing a long time ago. Like players
yeah.
who we like, Apollo, Reece Nelson can't even get on the bench. And like this whole thing about he's out of form or his training, like it's nonsense. Like he clearly has his favourite, and he's just trying to justify Willian and the club signing him, and that's where I've got to criticize him on. But like, listen, the team he put out today, the way how they played, like I said that it was going to be a surprise and see what they do, but I loved it. I really did. And we're probably being harsh on Arteta, but it is what it is. But yeah, in terms of my closing statements, we got City next in the league. Um, let's pull off another miracle because when I did my predictions at halfway in the season and what we would do, City and Liverpool, I put down as acceptable losses. But if we can play like this against City, surely we can get a win. But a consistency is key with Arsenal, so let's see if we can do it.
Ebony, are you around? We've lost Ebony. She's gone for a break. I'm just going to say this. I pretty much I'm in the same boat as you, Naomi. So I think it's all about consistency. We've seen a fantastic first half. We saw a drop off in the second half, and to be honest, I kind of feel that you're going to get that when you're 4-0 up. Your team
Mm,
does tend to drop off the levels because you've got such a healthy lead. But look, I don't ever want to see Willian in the team this season. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Not when you've got the players that you could see on the pitch like Pepe, Reece Nelson. Um, I just don't want to see that guy on a pitch again. Um, but look, 4-2, good result. We move up the table again. We go above Leeds. Um, and look, onwards and upwards. I hope that we can do a job over in Rome
Yep.
this Thursday. We hope to, it's all about damage limitation, I guess. You want to go over there, you want to do a professional job, you want to get a couple of goals in,
Yep.
which count as away goals,
Yes.
and you want to try and keep a clean sheet and not have to expend yourself too much so that you've got something left for the City game on Sunday, which is a very important game. I'm not expecting a win, but a draw would be a good result for me against City.
Yeah.
So, look, um, we're hoping we can have a good week. This is a good start to that week. And enjoy the rest of your Valentine's Day, guys. Look, you got to appreciate that it's Valentine's Days, and the other half of whoever you're with is probably paying kowtow to you watching football. So have a great time. Ebony, your closing comments, please.
Great game today. The first half was better than the second half. I felt that we switched off a little bit in the second half, but we kept it down. We kept the score down. It could have been 4-3 at one point. I think going forward towards Benfica, I think if we play the same way as we did in the first half, in both halves against Benfica, we can come away with a win. Moving forward to next week against Man City, is that at home or away?
Away.
Okay. Well, Man City are beatable. We can beat them. I'm optimistic. Yes, the Etihad can be quite a difficult place, quite a hostile place to go to. But I think, if we defend as well as we did in the first half against Leeds, I think we can come away with at least a draw. So, but as always, I'm optimistic about the game. Well, teams that are said to beat us, but yeah,
My bad. It's at the Emirates. My bad. Sorry,
Okay.
Ebony.
In that
Oh,
case,
nice.
okay, seeing as at home again, we can't afford to lose another game at home. I know Man City are tough, but they can be beaten. They have been beaten this season, and they can be beaten again. So I don't see why we can't. I don't see why we can't play both halves. I don't see why we can't play the whole game, as we did in the first half against Man City. So and I don't know if Man City have got any players missing, which isn't really the point because Man City have got like 2 or 3 players to fill every position. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm optimistic as always. But you know, we keep moving up the table. We're now 10th, so we've only moved up one place, but it's still in the upward
The
direction.
important thing in regards to league place, that there's a huge concertina effect happening in the middle of the pack. So I think we're only like 4 points away from top six.
Yeah,
It's all getting very close, especially with the results that have happened this weekend.
Mhm.
So yeah, look, onwards and upwards, guys. Thank you very
yes,
much for joining us for the feed. GK, thank you very much for joining us. I saw some of your last comments. We've got to go and beat City on the counter. We'll need pace in that game. Pepe to start is what GK is saying.
mm,
We've got our Arsenal back. Nye is saying. Bertram last comment was, Apollo, if you're playing well after a difficult spell and William plays ahead of you, even though he has been rubbish, then you lose respect and trust in the manager. So yeah, lovely. Thank you all, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you on Thursday for Benfica.
see you on
All right, guys.
Thursday.